Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're taking a look at the 11th edition of what I like to call Ticked Off Thins Tuesdays, where we take a look at various responses to this question.
Fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
Can you believe that we're already 11 episodes deep? It seems like just yesterday I was getting enraged for the very first time at all of these random people living their lives for some reason, because I'm sick, I guess. As per tradition, we shall be deploying the punch pillow. Approximately 50% of my viewers are not subscribed. If that's you, please consider subscribing today. It really helps the channel. I would love to have you, and I'll be your best friend. In order to quell my ever-increasing rage, we must first apply comb to mustache.
Hey, fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
Where do I even start with this?
Uh-oh. She's got a bunch of them. This is gonna be good.
Let's see. Calling out fat phobia on TikTok.
Thin people really hate that. You sure it's just thin people that get annoyed when you call out fat phobia? Honestly, I could tell you right now that back when I was overweight, I would have thought that this whole thing was nonsense as well, dude. Not every person who's overweight falls into these bizarre ideologies and stuff. Some of them are just regular people who like slipped up a little bit, you know, and they're trying to get it together, man. I would like to think that the vast majority of people that are overweight just slipped up a little bit and they're trying to get it together. If not, and they don't want to get it together, I respect that too. Maybe you don't give a damn. Maybe you're just like, yeah, I'm fat. I don't really care. I like food. I respect it. You don't look unhinged at all right here with this particular look on your face.
People really hate that. Calling out brands that say they're size inclusive but only go up to an XL.
Calling out brands that say they're size inclusive but only go up to an XL. What brand says, hey, we're size inclusive, we go all the way up to an XL? That is a bit silly, but it's even sillier for you to call them out. Shop somewhere else. Get a different brand.
That's not size inclusive. Hello?
Honestly, I agree with that. A regular XL. Why would you even say we're size inclusive? Just say nothing.
The fact that you can be healthy as a fat person, have no bad lab values, have nothing unhealthy going on internally.
There they go, bringing up their lab values again. Like, yeah, I can't breathe, but my blood passed all the tests. Those must not be very rigorous tests, I would say.
And medically, people hate when I work out. They think fat people don't work out.
They think fat people don't work out, so they get angry when they see you working out. What? Come again? Honestly, I think that's the furthest thing from the truth. Every time I've seen an overweight person at the gym, I've been like, hell yeah, dude, get that. Get it, dude, you got this. And I'm pretty sure everybody else would be just as supportive. Gym people are some of the nicest freaking people ever, dude. Straight up.
They hate when I eat dessert.
Okay. What? Dude, nobody cares. Nobody's paying attention. This is all in your head.
And indulge in sweets sometimes.
They hate when you eat dessert and indulge in sweets. ... Sometimes. Okay.
Or they hate when I just eat at all.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think any of us are under the impression that people living in a larger body don't eat or anything, so it's not like they're shocked. Yeah, why would people be mad when they see you eating? They probably expect that you eat, at least occasionally. I am a larger person just enjoying a good old-fashioned meal right here. Dude, what the heck? This person is eating? This is blowing my mind right now. I never would have guessed. This is completely outside of the realm of possibilities. I can't believe it. If that ain't the most fat-phobic son of a...
Like fat people aren't allowed to eat?
I don't know, man. I am not at all shocked. You know what's more shocking is when you go out to eat somewhere and you see somebody that's larger and they're just like nibbling on a piece of lettuce. And you're like, dude, stop it. Stop it.
People hate that I'm confident in my own skin.
Dude, why would anybody care that you... Okay, that one gets me. Don't you dare be confident, dude. Don't you dare believe in yourself. Nothing irks me, personally, more than such a behavior. Madam Bollocks. This is Bollocks.
Apparently, fat people are not allowed to be confident in their own skin. People have the audacity to tell me that I'm not allowed to think that I'm hot.
Dude, when did this happen? Somebody came up to you and said, "You're not allowed to think that you're hot. How dare you? You have some audacity, young lady." Can you imagine? You're just like walking down the street and you're really feeling yourself that day. You're feeling confident. You're like, "Yeah, dude, what's up? I feel good today." What are you doing? Stop being so confident, dingus. What is this? Oh, my pride.
And people hate that I've been married for 10 years and I'm in a relationship.
Okay, yeah, that one really gets me. You've been in a relationship for 10 years, married. Oh, that one does get me. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. Yeah, I don't know, man. That was a lot of narcissistic, self-centered, I am the center of the universe type of stuff. People really hate it when I wear a blue shirt. You sure, dog? You sure anybody noticed? I don't think anybody cares. I don't think anybody's randomly mad at me for stuff that I do. I think that the average person is concerned with what's going on in their life. A lot of people have these delusions of grandeur, right? Where they think that other people care or even notice that they exist, which is bizarre. I assume that nobody even notices that I exist. You're too caught up in your own personal problems, right? Just like me. You can pretty much assume that whatever kind of stuff you're going through in your mind and the kind of stuff that you think about, hopefully you take solace in this fact, but everybody else is going through the same exact thing, homie. You're not the only one that thinks, "Oh my god, I'm too fat," or "Oh my god, is everybody judging me for that stupid thing that I said that one time?" Or, "Did anybody notice I pulled that wedgie out of my ass?" Like, dude, nobody notices, straight up, dude. You could do the most egregious things in public, for the most part, and most people don't notice because they're too concerned and scared about what everybody thinks about them. So I hope you all take solace in that fact. You know that old saying, like, wild animals are more afraid of you than you are of them? Human beings are basically wild animals, so you could apply that to them too, dude. I swear it's true. I promise you, nobody's paying attention to you. Nobody cares. Live your life. Be confident. Go do your thing, homie. Rage level after that one? Yeah, the thing about her being confident did kind of irk me because I'm a sick person. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. I'll give that a 2. We'll give that a 2 out of 10. Should I be rating these now? That's 2 punches to the old punch pillow. Next. Okay, what's with the title on this one? Stitch with Prof Brain Fever. And then it's got a shrug, a square, and I never remember if that's the male or the female symbol, dude. I don't know. It's so dumb. Who cares?
Fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
I could do this with one word.
Don't you do it. Don't you dare say the one word that I know you're about to freaking say. Honestly, a lack of originality will get me every time. That one does kind of irk me. So if she says exist. Bruv.
One word.
Don't say it. Don't do it.
Exist.
Oh my god, I knew it. Okay, man. Alright, man. Come on, let's be a little more original than that. What are we doing? The dog is like running away now because she got scared. It's okay, Lily. Come here, puppy. Come here, Lily. This is Lily. She is so soft. She is straw soft, as that one lady said in that one video that time. Oh, look at this soft pup. Mwah. Mwah. Look at that soft pup. Get out of there. Get over there. So, exist. That really angers the thin people, huh? Right, because you're the center of the universe and people are actually paying attention to you. I swear to God. I swear to God. Who do you think you are, dude? You're not Tess Holiday. Stop. I expect those sort of shenanigans from Tess Holiday and the like, but I expect a little bit more out of you guys. Come on, man. Exist. On a serious note, dude, that is just the most bizarre, self-centered, strange thing, right? Like, nobody cares, homie. She exists. Next.
Hey, fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
Have sex.
Okay, why you gotta have the potty mouth? Why are we going down Potty Street? Ending up in, not safe for workville. What are we doing? I don't think anybody cares who's banging who, but But they might care if you bring it up in casual conversation and start talking about it. Not because you're living in a larger body or whatever, just because that's wildly inappropriate, and it makes me very uncomfortable. When random people start talking about that in public, I'm just like, ew, dude, what the heck? Like, sometimes there's like the cool chick or whatever and starts talking about stuff related to banging or whatever, and I'm just like, dude, that's very off-putting, man. Stop doing that. I realize that you've had 2 drinks there, Sarah, but, we don't need to start talking about all kinds of gross stuff that I don't want to hear about.
Especially have sex with conventionally attractive people?
What does that mean? Oh, we got another my man so hot, or my partner so hot, or whatever. They are conventionally attractive. Okay, so they're morbidly obese. Gotcha, because fat is beautiful. We all know that. Once again, the double standards of you're with a conventionally attractive person. What are you talking about? Fat is beautiful. Fat is right. You shouldn't be fat phobic. But I'm gonna bang somebody who is not fat. Gotcha. I could really do with you not looking at me like that. I don't appreciate this look.
Date people with thin ex-girlfriends?
Date people with thin ex-girlfriends. What? Nobody is involved enough in your life to dig that deep to see who the person you're banging used to be with. That's freaking weird.
Wear a bikini?
Wear a bikini. Okay?
Be a sexual being.
Dude, like I said before, it's very off-putting when anybody is a sexual being. I find it annoying, honestly, regardless of whether you're male, female, what you look like. Don't talk about that stuff in public, man. It's too personal and gross. Unless we're about to do something, then we have no business speaking on these topics, my friend. All I did was ask you to pass the salt. Next thing you know, you're telling me about your encounters with random people. I'm just like, no, man, what are you doing? I just wanted the salt, man. I think I'm leaving. Bye. So that actually does kind of get on my nerves. Just in general, though. It has nothing to do with the size of a person's body. Keep your personal bedroom crap to yourself, please. Look at that. You got Punch Pillow all dilapidated over here. It's okay, Punchy. It's okay, Punchy. Apply a little bit of mustache comb to the Punch Pillow. He likes that, maybe. Next.
Hello, fat people. What's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
I have so many stories.
Oh boy, here we go.
As someone that's been really underweight and also overweight, I feel like I have a really good radar to recognize when people are treating me based off of how I look versus just me as a human being.
Oh yeah. Because you've been underweight and overweight, you have a good radar, and you can like sense if somebody's treating you a certain way because of your looks. You sure? You sure about that? Because you've been different weights, you know when somebody's treating you a certain way because of your weight? That's a really bizarre take, man. I can tell what somebody's motivations are just by looking at them. That's how in touch I am. Okie doke, let's go.
I grew up with 2 older brothers, so I'm used to people fat shaming me to my face.
Alright, well, don't let that skew your perspective of the entire world and think that everybody else is like your older brothers, dude. Older brothers are older brothers. They're terrible to you in a much worse way than anybody else in society would ever be. Just realize that, please.
It's when they're subtle about it and like the little microaggressions. Ooh, that's when I get pissed off.
When they're so subtle that you don't even know if they're being mean to you. You just assume they are. You're like, I saw the way you just looked at me out of the side of your eye. That was because of my weight, surely.
A few of my friends and I got together for some drinks, and one of my friends brought a mutual friend. My friends and I are all really close, and since he was only like close to my one...
Are you about to go into the bush and hunt some ducks or something? Are you putting on like all this camouflage?
One friend, he was being really friendly with all of us. We started taking shots, and back then I wasn't much of a drinker, and now I don't drink at all. My friends like to keep tally of how many shots that they're drinking, kind of like a scoreboard, but also to know what their limits are.
Okay. I guess this is a trend to like put makeup on while you talk about stuff. I don't know, I guess it makes you feel closer to the person, like your best friends or something. I really feel connected to you now. I'm gonna put some makeup on too.
They were a few shots ahead of him, so they were kind of like encouraging him to catch up. It's important to point out that my friends are really petite and really beautiful. They were like handing him shots and being like, drink it! I was like, let me join in on this banter. I still remember what I said. I was like, oh, you're falling behind. This man looks me in the eye and says, you're being pushy. I would never peer pressure someone.
All right, and her little caption at the bottom says, it was supposed to be an ironic joke because at that point I had the same number of shots as him.
And I hate making people feel uncomfortable, so I immediately apologized. In my head, I was like, I'm being pushy, but the people literally handing you shots and telling you to drink aren't.
Okay, so the story is that she's out drinking with her friends who are thin and beautiful. They're force-feeding this man shots of liquor, and he's fine with it. But then when she's like, catch up, he's like, you're being pushy. And it's related to her weight somehow or something. Maybe he was just being playful, you know? You ever like rag on each other in a playful way, but it's because you're like attracted to each other? Has anybody else ever had that sort of interaction? Dealt with a lot of love-hate type of ladies before, you know? Where we're like crapping on each other, but it's because there's a little bit of tension in the air there and we're trying to, I don't know. Sorry.
Fat people are villainized just for existing.
What? That's what you got from that? Dude, pick up on the banter, dude. Read the room. He was probably just being playful. Maybe he was into you until you got all friggin' defensive and weird about it.
I saw a girl talking about this on TikTok recently. When you're skinny and you have a crush, you just have a crush. But when you're fat and have a crush, you're an obsessive stalker.
You sure it's not all the obsessive stalking that makes you an obsessive stalker? When skinny girls find out where you live and they come peek in the window and follow you around, it's called having a crush. But when I do it, it's a problem.
It does get tiring sometimes, but it's not the end of the world. If you've ever experienced something like this, let me know because I'm curious. And let me know if you want to hear more stories because I unfortunately have a lot.
Yeah, I would love more stories. That was a pretty good one. Yeah, I think that the most interesting part about the rage is just building up. Take it easy. Take it easy, man. Take it easy, man. Take it down a peg. When other girls call your place of work looking for you all day, repeatedly, even though you're avoiding them, they call it a crush. When I do it, it's weird. Double standards, man. Next.
Hey, fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
Date people who aren't also fat.
Oh boy, here we go. Boyfriend so hot, partner so hot. Okay, gotcha. This one again. You know, so far we've got like 3 scenarios that just keep repeating over and over and over. Partner so hot, exist, I'm confident.
Really pisses off straight-sized people when straight-sized people find us attractive, apparently.
It pisses off straight-sized people when straight-sized people find you attractive. I really hate the term straight size. That's my takeaway. That's the most annoying part about this video thus far. Oh yeah, dude, I'm sure people care who you choose to date and who chooses to date you. When I see a man with a larger woman, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You are not larger. I go up and I whisper in his ear, what are you doing, bruv? What are you doing, bro? And then his woman is just like, I can hear you. I'm right here, you know. Somebody who was not also large wanted to date you? Oh, no you don't. Oh, no you don't. Not today. Not today. Next.
Hey, fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
Their dads.
Their dads. You do thin people's dads. All of them? And do they have to be thin for you to do their dad? That's a little fat phobic. Do you ever do any larger people's dads or just thin people's dads? And do you ask the dad, hey, is your son or daughter thin before you bang him? Just to make sure, you know, make sure you're not like banging somebody who has a larger son or daughter, right? So that you make sure you're sticking it to the thins or whatever the situation. I'm so confused, man. You know, personally, when I am going to have an encounter with somebody, I don't ask them the size of their children. Are your kids thin? Because if they are, then we could do this thing. If they're larger, no, then I'm not really sticking it to the thins or whatever. So, I don't know, man. Those are some pretty bizarre prerequisites for coitus. Can I say coitus? Can I even say the word sexual? Or am I going to have to bleep that out in post? We'll see. I'll look it up and we'll see if this video... if I have to do that. You stay the heck away from all of our dads, alright?
Mainly their dads.
Mainly their dads. Real creative, dude. Oh, I did your dad. Oh boy, darn it, you got me. That really does make me angry, especially since my dad has been dead for many years. He's a corpse at this point, literally just bones, homie. Next.
Hey, fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin?
Mine is that I wear revealing clothing, because the fact that I've gotten more than one DM on Instagram of somebody telling me, why am I wearing a crop top? Like, why is that your business?
Okay, so you wear revealing clothing and you post it on Instagram and you get DMs from people being like, yo, what are you doing? Okay, I could see this one happening.
Then I got my stomach out. Like, what? How is that bothering you? And one of them, mind you, she a RN. Like, you're a whole registered nurse. I pray she's not in my city and we never were together. But she was a whole grown woman in healthcare speaking like that.
Hey, man, I told you before, some of those RNs, dude, you got to watch out for them. Not all RNs. I'm sure there's plenty of good RNs out there. But I have mentioned before how I have met quite a few that seem fairly psychotic. Fairly psychotic and malevolent. Honestly, I really have. It kind of makes sense, you know. If you're a psychopath, let's go get a job where we can hurt people, right? Let's go be a cop. Let's go be an RN. Let's go be somebody who's given power over others, right? Not all RNs. I'm sure there's plenty of good ones out there. And the good ones are really good people, dude, because they do some horrible stuff. So you gotta, like, sponge bathe people and deal with human filth. The coming out of this way, coming out of that way, coming out of all ways, dude. I would never, ever, ever do that job. I would never clean up another human being like that. That's absolutely disgusting. Hell no. There's no amount of money that would make me clean up all the different fluids and stuff coming out of you. Hell no.
I feel bad for her patients. Like, I'm genuinely scared for her patients. Like, this lady was grown. Like, you could be my mother. Like, you.
So she's grown, and she's a registered nurse, and she's going out of her way to say negative things to you. Anybody who just randomly hits you up to make fun of your physical appearance is a miserable loser of a person, just so you know. Just so all of you know. You could never take anything that person says seriously. And if you do, that's your own fault. Like, you get that, right? Would you go out of your way to randomly point at somebody's physical appearance like, look at that, blah, 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 blah? You may think stuff inside of your head, but would you actually say it to that person? Most people would not. A lot of people do this behind the anonymity of a computer screen because they are sick and pathetic people. Straight up, dude. So hopefully you all know that.
You have children. Why are you worried about me? I'm not your child. Like, and I got a DM, like, literally, I think the other day. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That first lady, that grown lady, she had me spiraling a little bit. But this other one, I was just kind of like, he was like, I don't know why you popped up on my For You page. I mean, on my Explore page, but like, nah, like, you need to hit the gym because this is really awkward for me. And I'm like, what the?
This is really awkward for him? What? Why is it awkward for him? If it's so awkward, why is he messaging you about it? Why doesn't he just scroll past it? What the heck?
What are you talking about? Anyways, y'all, follow my Instagram because I look fine.
All right, I believe her. I don't know why, dog, but I believe her. No, for real, though. People will do some stupid stuff like that. Like I said, those people are losers, dude. Don't take anything they say seriously. But, yeah, this lady, she actually had a good response to the question. Thank you. Thank you for not saying, exist, or my partner's so hot, or I'm so confident. When people feel unattractive themselves, they're going to try to find somebody else that they perceive as being less attractive or in worse shape than they are to try to dunk on them to make themselves feel better. See them for the losers they are and move on. My rage level is increasing, not at her, but at the person who DM'd her saying all that mess. Stop DMing people. Next.
Hey, fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
Okay, this is going to be, like, very controversial.
It's going to be, like, very controversial. I swear to God, if you say exist right now, oh my goodness. I feel like you're gonna. Though.
And, like, it's the skinny community is not going to like this, but...
Did she say the skinny minis or the skinny community? Hold on.
It's the skinny community is not going to like this, but...
Oh, I think she said skinny community.
It's offensive that I exist.
Ah, bruh. What? Why? Dude, stop. Did you watch any of the other ones that people made before you decided to make your own? I guess not. I guess none of these people watched the ones that the other people made. So there are like 4 friggin' 8 billion people on this planet or something crazy like that at this point, but there only seem to be about 3, maybe 4 personality types. Pay attention next time you're out in public or when you interact with other human beings. They'll all fall into like 3 or 4 different personality types. Why? Why?
I know, crazy a fat person exists. Like,
I know, crazy that this was said 20 times before you said it.
I know, it's insane.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's crazy.
It's insane. But, there's a but. A big but.
Huh.
I don't hate myself.
Okay, now you're really boiling my blood. Alright, I was a little enraged that you existed, but then you don't hate yourself. I need you to hate yourself. It makes me feel like a big man. Oh, goodness.
And actually really love myself. And
You don't hate yourself, and you actually really love yourself. Oh, man. Dang it.
the body that I'm in. I know, it sounds crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy talk. To such a degree that I'm mad about it. Yep, nothing that I hate more than seeing human beings believe in themselves. That really irks me because I'm some sort of sociopath, apparently.
It's like it's a crazy concept. How dare you love yourself? Being fat, I know it's insane. But as them.
It's not insane. Stop saying it's crazy. You said one thing and then you just like added all this fluff in here. You padded this statement with a bunch of nonsense words that don't mean anything.
Lovato says, sorry, not sorry, bitch. Sorry, not sorry.
Alright, for some reason it showed the volume thing on the screen there. I'm sorry. Did that take you out of the immersion of this video? I'm sorry. So we had a little bit of a longer one today. I had 8 different clips for you. That's 8. And that concludes our broadcast day. Am I enraged? Not any more than I was when we began. You know, I'm at a steady rage level at all times, honestly. If I hear one more person say exist, dude. It's like, didn't any of you watch any of these former stitches from other fat people before you decided to make your own? I guess not. Or they did, and they're just like, yeah, I'm going to say that one too. Did you steal the idea from other people, or did you all just simultaneously come up with the same boring non-answer? It really begs the question. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Well, Punch Pillow, let's give you a couple of these, just for good old time's sake, baby. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.